just enough, because even she would cut chapters short in
Mhm.
order to keep the law of, well, I got to
Yep.
get to the next chapter to see what happened next. So I felt like in writing and pacing for this story, it was amazing, in my
I
opinion. What
agree.
about you?
I agree 100% with everything you said. You know, we were talking about this over on Threads about how short chapters versus long chapters and why it matters for the pacing of the book. And I think Freida does a really good job implementing those short chapters, because it's
Yes.
like it builds that entire time and the chapter just abruptly ends and it leaves you like, wait, what? You know, and you have to keep reading, and it feels like you're just racing through the books because the chapters are so short. But I have to agree with Jay. I thought the pacing was absolutely perfect. There were downtime and there were moments where there wasn't a lot happening, but you could feel the tension the entire time. It was still there. It wasn't just slow. It was just, okay, we've had something big happen. Now we're calming down from that because we're building to the next big moment. And I felt like it was a roller coaster ride. My emotions were doing the roller coaster. The
Yes.
pacing was a roller coaster, but in the best possible way, because it built that suspense. It lets you breathe while slowly building it again. And then bam, something else happens. So I have to agree with Jay. I think the dialogue was great. I think something that she really captured really well was the mindset of teenage girls. Like,
Yes.
I wanted to literally beat her daughter's ass.
Yo, Lexi was annoying, yo.
Was disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
In the beginning of the book, when Debbie's like, oh, my daughter told me that I wasn't allowed to talk to her in the morning, I was like, if I ever said that to my mom, she would still be getting off of my ass at 31 years old.
Yep.
She would have whooped my ass. She would be like, what do you mean?
Every year,
don't
just
talk
'cause.
to you. And then, or she would be like, okay, don't talk to you. Anything that I needed, I would never get, because she's like, you don't want me to talk to you. But it was just, I feel like, but the author captured teenage girl brattiness, because I can even admit at that age, me and my mom did not get along. We was always butting heads. It was just, I was so frustrated. You don't understand, mom, you know, so I couldn't stand Lexi, but that's how teenage girls are. And I feel like she captured her other daughter. What's her? Lexi and Izzy. That's the daughter's name. Izzy, how her confidence was shattered when her coach tells her, you know, you're too fat to play. And just that play of emotions, like she's making her favorite pancakes, but she doesn't want to eat them at first because she's like, damn, I'm too fat. And mom, please don't call, because she's embarrassed about the fact that her coach is telling her she's overweight. So like you said, I think the dialogue was great. I think between husband and wife, it was great. I think she kept Debbie's voice consistent the entire time. Like you said, Debbie is completely calm the entire time. She's completely unruffled. She has this plan in her head. And she seemed, like I said, she's got that calm that's just like a little bit psychotic. And I think that's why it just kept building in the book, because we really don't know what she's going to do next. She's so calm that, you know, when she explodes, something's going to happen. Okay. And that ringing, me and Jay were talking about that aspect of the dialogue, when even Debbie can feel this buzzing in the back of her head when she starts to get, we talked about Kill Bill.
And so she said, yo, the buzzing is getting bigger.
Yes.
It's getting bigger.
And when that would start, we would know Debbie's about to do something. Y'all done angered her. It's bad news. So just all of those elements, she kept it fresh. She kept the dialogue great, pacing great. I have to agree. I really love that part of the book. Yep, absolutely.
And we skipped one, but we can get right back into it. The characters, the strong protagonists. What did you think about the strong protagonist in the book?
Debbie, she was someone that I really liked. I wanted to root for her. I feel like, you know, she's righting wrongs. And there was the part when we found out what happens to her in college. You know, she talks about this like sparingly over the course of the book. We know something happened, but we didn't really know what happened and put the pieces together until the very end. But I feel like I wanted to root for Debbie, because it seemed like she had been through a lot. She was this super, super smart woman whose career was derailed by someone who sexually assaulted her and
raped
just
her, got in the guts while she was drinking. And she was a straight A student while she was in college. Super smart. She went to MIT.
Which is
she was hanging with the best with exactly. So she was really into the computer tech stuff. And then just think about it, her mental, like she even described her mental, like this stuff that really happens. You know, she wasn't heard. She started failing classes and eventually dropped out of school, right?
And
but
she never went back. She never forgot.
So
and there was a part of me too. There was a part of me too that just, I felt really bad for her and I wanted her to win. So she was definitely a super strong protagonist.
Yes. And what about the villain? We know it's a multitude of villains. We got Jesse, aka was it Mitch? It was like Mitch, and then Jesse, aka Cooper. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Harley. Right? And then we got
she's a hard-lit. She's a hard slut is what she is. Literally hating her.
Then Ken. You know, everybody was a villain, right? Everybody was a villain in that book, actually. So I think it was I'm always going to remember Harley, though. Harley and Mitch, too. I mean, and Jesse, too. But I mean, Harley with the nerve of how she spoke about this guy leaving his wife
And
for you, and
did.
oh, maybe
Debbie
he's gonna just
wasn't
tell me.
smart. Yeah, she
Right.
even insults Debbie's intelligence. Like when they remember when they go to the, which I love this part, by the way. I knew that this is the reason why Debbie did this. Do you remember the part when they take the sandwiches to the book club,
Yep.
and
she poisoned everybody.
She purposely put avocados on it because she likes Harley at this point, and she doesn't want to hurt Harley, and she knew Harley's allergic.
Yep.
So when she said, "Oh my God, I forgot that you don't like avocado," I knew immediately them sandwiches are poisoned, because I was like, there's no way she would forget that. Debbie is a little like ditzy at times, but she's very, very attention to detail.
Very, very smart.
Yes. Yep. And when she poisons those sandwiches, like I was like,
insane.
But yes, Harley at that point is like, yeah, I don't think Debbie's really that smart. Cooper has been telling her Debbie's not good at sex, or not having sex, or this or that. And she's hearing this from Cooper. So she's assuming these things about Debbie. And I was rooting for Debbie the whole time. And so Harley being against her, I was like, I absolutely hated her. And what happened to her, I feel like completely justified.
Justifiable, because you done that to Edgar, and you know what I'm saying? And you left Edgar. Edgar lost his family, his kids, his wife, everybody. So it was just pure karma. And
she was kind of stupid too. I felt like Harley was messing with men who, like, she wanted to be with Cooper. First of all, married men are off limits. Like, you a bitch for that. But two, it's like, as young and as hot as she thinks she is, I'm like, why are you messing with these low-time men? Why are you not messing with billionaires or millionaires? You're messing with a fucking accountant. And she's like, because I'm going to be taken care of. He literally can't even afford the house. Debbie told you that. Like, yeah, we can't really afford it. Why was she wanting? I just felt like she wasn't even being smart about it. That was one of my critiques. Like, Harley was cheating with married men who could give her nothing. Like, what kind of life was Cooper going to be able to give you as a lowly accountant? Like, you want him to leave you? Like, he don't have no damn money, you know? But so I couldn't stand her ass. I literally was like, I couldn't wait for her to go. But like you said, the book had many villains because people had Debbie fucked up. And she handled it over the course of the book.
There weren't no unnecessary characters. Like, everybody fit. You know, because think about it. Everybody in the book had something going on in their life. Typical family. Think about it. She wrote this and I'm going to give y'all my rating later. I was paying attention to the small details. A 17-year-old girl, what is she going to go through? She's going to have a rebellious boyfriend, or she's going to date a rebellious boyfriend that her parents don't like, right? Izzy, the younger one, more or less self-conscious with her body issues. A husband who is, you know, struggling at work, you know, trying to get a partner to support his family. Debbie, who had a traumatic incident. So she's writing this from the perspective of, yeah, we're a family, but we're not so great to you know, we might look so great to the outside world, but we have internal problems too. So I felt like there was no unnecessary side characters. Everybody played a part because the plan had to unfold and go that way. Every character, you know what I'm saying? Like, every character had to have that. So I thought that characters was great. And